Indianapolis, it's the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. Hi, I'm Marv Alvin, along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Let's listen in on the player introduction.
Starting at guard, Mark Jackson. Starting at center, Jeff Foster. Starting at forward, Jalen Rose. Starting at the other forward, Jermaine O'Neal. Starting at the other guard, Reggie Miller. The coach, Rick Carlisle.
Indiana gains control and heads up the floor. Miller has time. Good for three. The Knicks left him wide open, Czar, and he was able to knock it down.
They can't afford to leave players with open looks at the basket.
He tees it up, hits for two. Stifling defense by Ward. A long two doesn't go. Rose not able to answer at the other end. Ward right at the basket. Swatted by O'Neal. Rose with the notion to fire.
Rose is a non-factor right now. He hasn't been able to hit from the field.
Thomas working underneath. Gets two with the finger roll. Advances up court. Rose at the rim. The setup by Jackson. Ward with time winding down, hits the finger roll. O'Neal pulls up, yes!
The Pacers saw they had the mismatch on that possession and came away with the bucket.
Brings it up court. The Pacers doing a nice job of keeping between the rim and their opponent. Sprewell from in close. Basket's good off the board. Advances up court. Miller from the perimeter drains the three. Nicely done that time.
Didn't panic, followed through and drained it. A good display of concentration there.
Ward advances the ball, setting it up. He doesn't go for the fake. Batted away by Miller.
That was an inspiring defensive play, Mark. He's showing a lot of energy on defense.
Off the mark from downtown.
Nice job challenging the three.
Well, we're seeing solid defensive pressure applied by Miller. Lays it up for two.
Jackson with another nice assist. He's doing a fantastic job of finding the open man for the easy buckets.
Houston up with the shot. Yes! From down low, the Pacers are ahead by 4. Houston with the jumper. The two's no good.
Rose didn't get the block, but bothered him enough to cause the miss.
From downtown, Miller challenged by Sprewell. They've been able to do some nice shooting here as they look to extend the lead.
The other team needs to do a much better job on the defensive end.
Rose with the block, and that was a terrific defensive play.
He timed it perfectly to deny him the shot.
Houston with the shot.
He isn't having much success. He's below 20%.
Jackson is met by Sprewell. 5 on the shot clock. Drains it from the perimeter.
Miller able to hit even with a hand in his face.
Sprewell contested by Rose. That's team foul number 1 on the Pacers. Good on the first. Sprewell sinks them both. Wallace comes in for the first time tonight for the Knicks. Hard-nosed defense being played by Thomas. Puts it down with power.
Jackson is putting on a clinic with his pinpoint passing. He's making assist after assist.
He sets up on the right. Ward tees it up. Yes. Sets it up. Jackson called for stepping out of bounds. That's a mismatch that the defense is going to have to compensate for.
They're going to have to play some help D whenever these two are matched up.
Misses the 2. He got out of... The Pacers,
Indiana.
Two substitutions being made by the Pacers. Rose sets it up on the right side.
Number 11, Jamaal Tinsley.
The assist by Tinsley.
For 3.
Setting it up on the right. He doesn't bite on the fake. Can't hit for 2.
Pacers are getting a large portion of their points from 15 to 18 feet out. They've done a nice job of reading the defense to find those open spots on the floor for the jumpers.
Ward sets it up on the left side. Rose returns it to him. Camby recovers the loose ball. Miller checks his man tight. Only 5 left on the shot clock. Wallace down to 3. No good. He had to beat the clock. Rose shoots it with 5 showing. The layup doesn't go. He sets up on the right. Loose ball, out of bounds. O'Neal with the jump shot. The 2's no good.
Next ball.
Advances up court. Warren taking a look from the right side. Rejected by Miller. O'Neal, little room to move. Comes up empty. He hustles it down. Warren pulling up from downtown. The delivery by Houston.
Indiana won't get many defensive stops if they leave players wide open on the perimeter.
Czar, there was clearly a defensive breakdown on that play. O'Neal elevates. The 2's no good.
Thomas is refusing to give up easy baskets down low.
He made a nice effort to force the opposing player into a tough shot. Davis with the pressure. Wallace draws the foul and goes to the line for 2. First shot is good. Wallace makes both free throws. Pulling up, misses the 2. Thomas is doing a very good job of staying with his man.
The defensive pressure has been very effective, Marv.
The nice steal by O'Neal.
He pressured the ball and caused the turnover.
Well, the other team should have been better prepared. Blanketed by Ward. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Only 5 to get a shot off. The Pacers go up by double digits. He finds the bottom of the net even with the man right up on him. That was an impressive shot by Rose. Houston in heavy traffic, misses from close.
O'Neal is making an effort to rebound the basketball at the defensive end. He looks very active right now.
Clocks at 3. Miller clocks at 3. Hits it with 2 to spare. An unbelievable shot there.
That was some great defense to force the other team to use up that much clock on their possession. But they let him get the shot off, and he made them pay.
Thomas at the basket, in close, and no good.
Indiana looks very determined on grabbing every possible defensive rebound right now.
O'Neal surrounded, off the mark with the turnaround. He got his hands up to bother the shooter just enough for the miss. That was a nice challenge on the shot by Thomas.
To number 11, Jamaal Tinsley. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Ward is fouled, and it'll be charged to Tinsley. It drops. He brings it down. Miller sends it back. Out of bounds on the loose ball. Williams enters the game for the first time tonight for the Knicks. He puts it up with the bucket and the foul. Tinsley made a mistake, Czar. That was a weak foul.
He should have made sure the offensive player didn't score.
Frank
Williams comes away with a 3-point play. Harrington coming into the game off the bench for the Knicks. Guarded tightly by Williams. Camby denies him. The layup doesn't fall. He skies for the rebound. Rose on the pull-up.
Rose is shooting over 55% from the floor.
Setting it up on the left. He crosses over. Able to penetrate. Latrell Sprewell. Tinsley being played by Williams. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Pass by Tinsley. He saw it in his eyes and fed him with the pinpoint passing.
His guys love playing with him because they know he can deliver.
No shot clock now as time winds down. The half-court prayer. So at the end of the first quarter, the Pacers lead by 11. Brunson heads it off the bench for the Knicks.
Brunson.
Miller blocks it. Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. Jackson substitutes back in for the Pacers. Sprewell picked up by Harrington. Shot clock is down to 5. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Houston fires from deep. It's no good. He had to throw it up. Brunson is man with nowhere to go. 10 to put it up. Off the mark from the post with the emphatic dunk.
The defender has his hands full right now. A player with his scoring ability is going to hurt you in that matchup.
Some patience being shown by New York. Harrington from close range.
To number 44, Austin Crozier. That's his first personal. Team foul, number 1.
Crozier with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul. Makes the first. We have a whistle and a timeout is called by the Pacers.
Fred Jones.
From the paint, can't find the hole. Camby grabs the ball.
You have to like the extra effort he's putting in at the defensive end.
Lays it in. Harrington elevates and shoots. Misses from just inside the arc. He sets up on the left side. Brunson unguarded, shots no good.
They deserve full credit for their effort so far in this game in controlling the defensive board. They haven't let up at all.
Blocked by Camby. Loose ball, out of bounds.
Indiana ball.
The defender got a piece of that pass.
They're very lucky it wasn't picked off.
Launches it from downtown. The 3 doesn't go. Harrington rebounds the miss. Latrell Sprewell able to make his way to the basket.
Latrell's a big-time slasher, Marvin. You saw him do it right there. He loves to take defenders off the dribble to finish around the rim.
Jones sets it up near the top. Allan with defenders all over him. No good. He won't be denied. The Knicks able to execute well to start the quarter, and they've narrowed the gap to 6. Lays it up for 2.
New York is making too many mistakes on defense.
No one rotated on that play to cut off the penetration. Setting it up. A flurry of passes by New York. Sprewell clutch to 5. Finger rolls, no good. They remain behind, and the poor shooting from inside has definitely been a factor.
We're not seeing much success from them around the rim, Marv. You have to convert from in close if you want to win.
Harrington rises up, misses the long 2.
Camby deserves a lot of credit for the job he's continued to do on the defensive boards.
Puts it up from downtown, misses the turnaround.
Another miss from in close. We're seeing them struggle to get in a good rhythm offensively.
The missed opportunities in close have been a big factor so far. Off the mark from the baseline.
The offensive struggles continue. That was not a good attempt.
His team will have a difficult time catching up if that poor shooting continues. Strong with the finish, and they send him to the line to shoot one. Crozier with a weak foul. That was not a good play.
If you're going to foul in that situation, you have to make sure the shooter has no chance to make the basket.
The Knicks able to take advantage of the three-point play.
Reggie Miller.
Foster fires. Can't hit for 2. Latrell Sprewell puts it down with emphasis. Harrington with the notion to fire. Team foul number 1 picked up by the Knicks. Good on the first. Two for 2. O'Neal heads back in for the Pacers.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Smothered by Jackson. Sprewell with the find.
For 3.
Jackson with it on the right side. The Pacers with nice ball movement. Only 5 left on the shot clock. Able to finger roll. Here it is again. The baseline shot is good. Brings it up court. Setting it up on the right. Off the mark. The defender making things difficult for him.
I think seeing a man in the air going for the block affected how he shot that ball. Took him out of his normal shot.
Striking the post, it doesn't go. New York is preventing the other team from getting second chance opportunities.
They're working very hard to rebound.
New York for New York. Into the game for New York, number 35.
Houston steps out of bounds.
And number 40, Kurt Thomas.
Here's O'Neal. Layup's good. Brunson with the ball. The Pacers are playing solid defense.
Sprewell with a beautiful lead for the alley-oop. He put that ball right on the money for him to finish that play.
Advances up court. Backing down. Foster up with the shot. The two's no good. Brunson from up close. Finger rolls it out. The first board of the game by Sprewell. A lot of different touches here. Houston launching from downtown, off the board and in.
Sprewell is able to distribute the ball for the assist. A good look on that play.
Jackson bringing it up court. Rose with the jumper, doesn't get the long two.
The Knicks are still aggressively rebounding the ball on defense. They've owned the glass so far in this game.
Launches from the perimeter. The feed by Sprewell. He's really been able to contribute with his passing.
That just goes to show you that you don't need to put up big numbers to make a difference. Tonight, he's been able to make an impact with his assists.
Miller loses him with the cross.
Strips it. He pokes it away and takes it from him.
Clock's at 4. Sprewell with the strong finish, and they send him to the line for one more.
Clarence Weatherspoon. Shooting one for New York, Latrell Sprewell.
The Knicks able to add one more from the line for a three-point play. Jackson taking a look from the right side. The shot. Miller bothered by Thomas. Thomas commits the foul. His first.
Number 2.
First shot is good. Miller gets them both. Jackson with an airtight defensive effort. Tries one from the perimeter. The three is off the mark.
Miller forced his man into a difficult three by getting in front of him.
His defensive positioning was very strong on that play. The Knicks are playing good basic defense, keeping themselves between the basket and their man. With the pull-up, misfires from 3. Thomas comes away with his third rebound. Houston gets him to commit. Can't hit from downtown.
This team is on a roll defensively.
The defensive pressure is being led by Miller. He elevates, hits the two.
The Pacers attacking their opponent's overmatched defender, coming away with the basket.
He sets up on the left side.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Fires from downtown. The Knicks go up by 7.
They saw an opportunity to run a post play and took advantage.
Brunson sets it up near the middle. Brunson guarded by Jackson. Houston with the open shot. The three doesn't go. He grabs the loose ball.
He's putting in the effort on locating his man on the shot and boxing him out. Once you put that defender on your hip, he's going to have a tough time getting around you.
The layup doesn't go. Brings it up court. Puts it up from the perimeter. No good from three-point line.
O'Neal has continued to be a dominating presence on the defensive boards.
Miller from point-blank range.
The assist to number 7, Jermaine O'Neal.
Houston pulls up, hits it for 3.
The Knicks overwhelming the defense with that matchup, able to come away with the bucket.
About 40 seconds left in the quarter. That's not a matchup that works in the defense's favor.
He's got a lot of weapons on offense, and he'll make the defense pay if they don't help out on him.
The Knicks are ahead by 9. The shot clock is off. He changes direction. Clock shows 11 seconds. Couldn't get it to fall. He got hit. Had to change it up, and it just would not go. Down to 5 in the quarter. Sprewell setting up down low. That's the end of quarter number 2. The Knicks lead by 11. Here are the key players at the half. Sweetney with the shot, misses the 2. He gets his hands on the miss. Wallace with a tight defense. Only 5 to get a shot off. Jones, clock showing 2, hits it from the baseline.
Tinsley is doing a terrific job right now of setting up his teammates. If they just keep moving, he'll find them.
Woods with room, able to hit from the perimeter.
For 3.
Misses the mark on the hook. Harrington soars for the rebound. Brunson advances the ball. He puts one up. Misses from just inside the arc. Jones sets it up near the top. Some clock being used by the Pacers. From the low block, can't hit for 2. He collects the miss. Shoots from downtown. The three-pointer is good.
The Pacers are going to have a difficult time getting back into this game unless they find a way to stop the other team from scoring.
Rose with the open look. Misfires from 3.
New York looks determined to dominate the defensive boards.
What a play! Davis with a nice defensive play.
He's really moving right now defensively.
A nice take inside by the former Michigan Wolverine.
Mark, Jalen Rose was a leader in his Michigan days, and he's brought that leadership quality with him to the pros. The young players on this team really look up to him.
From downtown, the Knicks lead by 16. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Shot clock's at 5 from in deep.
Tinsley was able to time that pass perfectly for the alley-oop. A great pass with a nice assist.
Sweetney goes to the back down. The Pacers are playing right up on their men. Launches it from downtown. Can't hit from downtown. Tinsley with it.
Defensive
tees it up. That's
Harrington.
team foul number 1 on the Knicks.
Team foul number 1.
Makes the first. He makes them both. Thomas returns to the action for the Knicks. Advances up court, setting it up on the right. The perimeter shot is off the mark. Wallace up on the shooting.
Rose is shooting under 50% from the field.
Wallace tries the jumper. The two's no good. He chases it down. Four left on the clock. 3 on the clock. Tinsley down to 2. No good. He had to beat the clock. Had to get it up to avoid the shot clock violation.
He had nowhere to go and very little time to get a shot off. Nice defense being played by his man that time.
Fred Jones tomahawks it through.
Defensive foul to number 5, Jalen Rose.
They built up a lead with some excellent play tonight. Their coach must be happy with how hard they've worked.
Well, what else would you expect from a team coached by Lenny Wilkens? The NBA's all-time winningest coach and a Hall of Famer, both as a player and a coach.
Houston now returning to the floor for the Knicks. Blows the layup. Wallace able to grab rebound number 3. Kept away from the basket by Tinsley. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Ward with a jump shot. Jones with the foul. That's his first personal, second team foul. Good on the first. He hits both. Sprewell returning to play for the Knicks.
Latrell Sprewell.
Crozier challenged by Thomas. It is not good from the baseline. Camby doing a terrific job of keeping his man off the board.
He moved his feet, got position on his man, and came away with that rebound.
No good. Try to adjust in midair, but just too much contact on the play. Missed the layup. He comes up with it. Sprewell shooting, misfires from the baseline.
Indiana. For Indiana.
A few changes being made by the Pacers. The ball is passed around by the Pacers. Best right at the basket. Gets the finger roll. The Pacers continue to do an exceptional job of playing pressure defense.
The other team has turned the ball over numerous times.
Finger rolls good.
Crozier went for the steal and caused the turnover.
That was an impressive defensive play. Gets 2 with the finger roll. Tomahawk, a spectacular finish. Latrell Sprewell. Miller with his foot over the line. Sprewell, defended by Rose, and
Latrell
counted.
Sprewell. The Pacers are playing with a lack of energy and passion. Scoreboard tells the story, Marv.
The setup by Best hits the three. With a man challenging him, he's able to drain it. A good job that time by Miller. Ward with it on the right side. Knocked away by Crozier. The Pacers keeping the defense moving. He doesn't go for the fake. Rose puts it up, hits the two.
The Pacers are executing on the offensive end and have cut the lead to a single digit.
Thomas low in the post, jumpers off the mark. Good for three.
They've managed to slice the lead by hitting another three. They've been shooting the ball very well from out there.
In the third quarter.
Crozier with the steal. From the perimeter, misfires from three. The offensive struggles are not helping his team's hopes of reducing the lead.
The poor shooting is surprising. I'm sure they're hoping things turn around soon.
Ward handling. He shoots.
Reggie Miller.
Houston is hit on the shot and will head to the line to shoot two. He gets it to fall. Two for two. To put it up. Here's Miller. Hits it for three. Those shots are finding their target.
And they're going to continue to give those up until their defense figures out how to defend the kickout.
Puts down the one-hander. Indiana has to be disheartened by the lack of communication on defense.
They need to focus on helping out when a man gets beat.
The Knicks are giving them the perimeter and playing for the drive. Great ball movement. Flushes it down.
The Pacers are back within a basket. They just need one more push to take the lead and complete the comeback.
Out of bounds on the loose ball. Harrington is coming off the bench for the Knicks.
Number 32, Othella Harrington.
From the post, finger rolls it for two. Wallace with the answer at the other end. The shot clock is off as they play this out. 11 seconds to go in this quarter. Misses from the perimeter.
Camby picks up another defensive rebound. He's done a great job this quarter on the glass.
Wallace in traffic, and here we have the end of the third quarter. The Pacers trail by 4. It will take a solid fourth quarter effort to come back and win it.
Defense will be the key here, Marv.
Fires from the perimeter. No good from three-point land. Williams with the ball. The Knicks are ahead by 7.
That's another nice play on the offensive end. This team is looking very strong.
O'Neal, not a lot of space. The defensive foul committed by Thomas. He commits his second. O'Neal sinks it from the line. Rose can't get the tip in. Sweetney with the defensive board. Houston working from the middle. The Knicks moving the ball around the offensive end. He leaves his feet. The layup doesn't fall. He comes away with the miss.
They were jostling for the ball there. The officials allowing the physical play between those two.
Miller gets it off.
To number 20, Allan Houston.
Houston commits the foul, his first.
Team foul, number 2.
Miller is good on the first. He makes them both. The Pacers come out with a sense of urgency here early in the fourth. They've narrowed the gap to 4. Sprewell, played by Harrington. Sprewell with 4 on the clock. Ten-second showing on the shot clock. Foster is going to have to leave the floor. He got banked up there.
That's his first personal. Team foul, number 1.
It looks like he's jarred his back. You can see it by the way he's moving.
He's a nice player for this team. Luckily, this team has other nice players on their bench that can take his place while he's out.
Houston is fouled on the shot and heads to the line to shoot 2. It drops. Houston sinks them both. Sweetney is fouled by Miller.
Reggie Miller.
10 on the shot clock. Sprewell with the notion to fire. The two's no good.
Defensive foul to number 50.
Miller is fouled and early charge to Sweetney. He gets it to fall.
I'm very impressed with their effort today on the defensive boards. They continue to give up very few offensive rebounds.
Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. Brings it up court. Down low, the basket counts, and the foul.
Now, that's what you don't want to do on the defensive end. You never want to foul a jump shooter, and if you do, you should definitely make sure he doesn't make the basket.
Jackson wasn't able to take advantage of a three-point play opportunity. Five on the shot clock. The spectacular dunk. Davis elevates, misses from the post. Brings in another rebound. Clock's at 4, down to 3. Sent back by Harrington. A 24-second clock violation by the Knicks.
They weren't able to handle the other team's defensive pressure.
Jackson moving inside, comes up with 2.
The Knicks have done a good job of protecting the lead, but may not be able to hold them off this time.
Roll doesn't drop. The defensive pressure continues. That was a solid effort near the basket by O'Neal. O'Neal releasing. Post shot is no good. Williams with 4 to shoot. Lays it in. Jones with a spin move. No good on the finger roll. A nice job of boxing out the offense on that sequence.
See the way they put a body on every man, Marv? If you can get that done, it makes those misses much easier to rebound.
Sprewell covered by Harrington. 4 on the clock. Powers it through. Latrell Sprewell.
The Knicks continue to play spectacular basketball, Marv.
It's truly been an impressive performance so far, but there's still time left on the clock. Misses the 2. He gets them the rebound. Advances up court. And a timeout is used by New York. Miller returns to the floor for the Pacers.
35, Clarence Weatherspoon into the game for Indiana. Number 31, Reggie Miller.
Shot clock's at 5. 4 left on the clock. Houston at the buzzer, no good.
Harrington and the shot clock, both forcing him into the low percentage shot that time.
Setting it up. Jackson being guarded closely, can't get it to drop.
The Knicks are doing an outstanding job on the defensive end.
The other team is having a very difficult time scoring. Houston is met by Miller. Houston pulls up, loose ball, out of bounds.
What a defensive play.
A spectacular stop that time by Miller. Houston, 4 chicks left, counted for 2, getting it to drop over the taller defender.
That's a nice play, Marv. He saw the defender give him a tiny bit of room for just a split second and took advantage of it to get his shot off.
Oh, the gorgeous move by Rose. Hits the finger roll. The Knicks did not look very strong defensively on that possession.
There was a complete lack of communication, Marv. No one made an effort to help out.
Williams setting it up. Harrington with the jumper, gets it to go, and the foul. He'll try to make it a 3-point play at the line.
What a tough competitor he is, Marv. He could have easily given up on that play, but he continued and made that tough shot. The Knicks have come up huge in this game and are looking to finish him off in the fourth quarter.
They fought off the comeback and look in good shape to finish with a victory.
They need to come up with a plan on how to defend that matchup. Right now, that's a definite mismatch.
Misses from the paint. Harrington with the good hands.
Pacers foul to number 7.
Here's another look, Zahn.
Jermaine O'Neal. That's his second personal. Team foul, number 3.
O'Neal is whistled for the foul, his second personal. Harrington fouled in the act, and he will go to the line.
He had that plan all along. He baited the defender into leaving his feet and drew the contact to get himself to the line.
He hits both. Brings it up court. Rose with no room to breathe. Shots no good. He tees it up. Let's go to the replays, on.
Jermaine O'Neal. That's his third personal. Team foul, number 4. The Pacers.
Weatherspoon was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line.
O'Neal tried to avoid the contact, but it was too late. Once the shooter got him in the air with that pump fake, he knew there was going to be a whistle.
He did bother the shooter enough to force a miss, though, and he'll have to try to earn it from the line. Jackson setting it up on the left side.
Miller is shooting over 65% from the floor.
Another rebound pulled down.
That's just good hustle on their part, Marv. Each defender is making the box out their priority as soon as the shot goes up.
10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Shot clock showing 4. Clock's at 2. Here's Harrington. That's a 9-0 run for the Knicks. Harrington takes it away.
can't afford to throw careless passes.
That was very nearly a turnover. Only 5 left on the shot clock. Clock's at 3. Down to 2. It's good, and the foul.
I'm not sure what the defender was thinking there, Marv. That wasn't a good foul.
Shooting 1 for the New York Knicks, Othella Harrington.
Harrington hit the foul shot, and it's a 3-point play. Putting on a show, Jalen Rose.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Shot clock is down to 5. Clock's at 4. Jumper doesn't go. Harrington with a hustle play. Harrington being played by O'Neal. He gives it nowhere to go. 3 to get it off. Has to shoot.
O'Neal is now close to the limit. If he's not careful, he's going to foul out of this game.
The Pacers are in the penalties, so the other team will make a trip to the line. Harrington hits the free throw.
What's the score?
He makes them both. Pollard steps in from the bench for the Pacers.
Number 62, Scott Pollard.
Advances up court. Jackson at the rim. No good. The contact forced him to adjust his shot, and he couldn't make it stick. Five on the shot clock. Gets 2 with the finger roll. Jackson sets it up on the left side. Crozier from down low hits for 2. Three on the clock. Down to 2. Able to finger roll. The shot clock's been turned off. Put this one in the books.
The Knicks protected the lead and played solid defense.
It was an excellent all-around performance. Here's tonight's player of the game. Here are the stats for tonight's game.